Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. This is MazezRealm once again, and welcome to another episode of my series, The Arsenal. For this episode, I have got an extremely aggressive rushing loadout featuring the MSMC as the primary weapon. And this is a very perk-heavy loadout, and so I'll get right into it here. So, as I mentioned before, the MSMC is the primary weapon of choice here, and it is equipped with the long barrel attachment and the fast mag attachment, and that's a really good combination on the MSMC. Now, for the rest of the slots, we have got wildcards and perks, and we have got the lightweight perk under that first tier there. And then under the second tier, we have got Scavenger and Toughness, courtesy of the Perk 2 Greed wildcard. And then rounding up the loadout here, we have got Extreme Conditioning and Dexterity, courtesy of the Perk 3 wildcard. And this loadout is just all about aggressive rushing, not looking back, just aggressively rushing. And because of that, we have got these lower point streaks equipped, starting with the UAV to help us maintain a little bit of awareness in the map there. And then we have got the Hellstorm missile to actually clear out paths for us to continue rushing through them. And then the lightning strike to help us eliminate enemies after they spawn, and also to clear out paths again. So now we're going to jump right here into the gameplay, and this is on the brand new map that is actually a throwback of a Call of Duty World at War map, Dig, and I am rushing around immediately off the start of this match. It was a little bit in progress when I joined, but you can see that this loadout is about aggressive play. That's all that it is about, and this is a great class loadout to use when you are playing this particular map. And the reason for that is because of the fact that Dig has so many areas of cover and so many head glitch spots that once you actually get on a roll and start rolling through these guys that spawned, you can actually run away from an engagement, have the enemy actually chase you, and then you actually just turn around and head glitch them and then destroy them before they even get a chance to notice where you actually turned around and posted up. So that is why we have got lightweight in combination with extreme conditioning, and that's to help us be extremely mobile. Obviously, dexterity helps us to keep sprinting and then be able to aim down sights when we actually have to put shots down target. And the long barrel enables us to actually engage enemies at a longer distance just in case as well. And the MSMC, for those of you guys who don't know, is a weapon that not only has the highest damage in its class, but it also has the highest mobility in its class. You actually have a slightly higher mobility with the MSMC than any other submachine gun in its category, and that is an amazing thing. As far as the range is concerned, this used to be the submachine gun that had the best range until the Peacekeeper was released for the first DLC content drop in Black Ops 2. But it currently holds the second longest range of any SMG in its category, and that's a really good statistic. And that's the whole reason why we've actually got the long barrel, and that's just to extend our reach so that it can actually eliminate enemies at a longer distance. I will also say though that the MSMC did receive a nerf a long time ago, and they added a little bit of recoil to it. But even though that nerf was implemented on this particular weapon, it still performs so well that it is actually the SMG of choice by the pro circuit players and MLG players. They always equip this MSMC as their go-to submachine gun, and the Scorpion Evo is actually the second most used in the pro circuit, and that's actually my favorite SMG in the pro circuit when I'm playing competitive. But the MSMC is still one of the most popular SMGs in Black Ops 2, and it's simply because it drops people very quickly. The rate of fire might not be as high as other SMGs, but the damage makes up for it, and it is an amazing SMG to equip. And when you want to rush around very effectively, this submachine gun is the best to do so because of the fact that you have an added mobility, as I mentioned before. It's a slight added mobility, but when you combine that with lightweight, you are moving at least 9% faster than anybody else in the game. So it's actually pretty crazy. It's almost like you're running around with just a knife, and it's an actual incredible type of mobility to have with an SMG. So if you guys aren't used to the really high mobility, make sure that you lower your sensitivity when using this particular loadout, because you will have a hard time locking onto targets and staying on target if you're used to playing on a really high sensitivity like I am. I personally used to play on 14 sensitivity, but I lowered it down to 12 so that I could be a little bit more accurate with my shots, and it's helped me a little bit. So if you guys are used to playing on a high sensitivity, I would strongly recommend that you guys do that, because it is definitely something that will hold you back if you're rushing around a lot and you're missing a lot of your shots. Because remember guys, this SMG does not have a really high rate of fire, so if you miss a lot of shots, you will lose some gunfights to other SMGs that have a higher rate of fire, like the MP7, like the Vector, and like the Scorpion Evo and Chicom. Those you'll definitely lose some gunfights to if you don't get your shots on target. So that pretty much starts to wrap up this gameplay, guys. If you enjoyed this episode of The Arsenal, please be sure to give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. This has been MazezRealm. I am out.
Pretty, but you got it done.